And hello to all my friends. I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your singles and couples love tarot for all of the signs. It is December 17th. I do this on the 7th, the 17th, and the 27th of every single month. A little update here for love. We're doing singles and couples. I'm going to hit you with both. What you see in front of you here, laid out in front of both me and you, are 4 different tarot card decks and 2 Oracle Angel card decks. I'm going to be using them all. I've shuffled them all. This is going to go extremely fast-paced reading here, and I do that to save a bunch of time so we're not just shuffling through half of the video. Now, if you see your sign in the overlay right here in the text, that means you're in the right place. If you do not see your sign here, that means you're in the other video. The videos get a little lengthy, so I have to do them in 2 groups. So pay attention here to the timestamp, and it's also broken up by chapters in the YouTube description. So let's get underway. I'll waste no more time. All right, so Leo leads us off in this video. We're going to get right into Leo. I need to do a couple ritual cuts here for the decks we will be using. Cuts them into 3 different pieces, puts it back together in a separate order, and then they're ready to run. Here we go. So Leo, let's see what we have in store for you here these next 10 days for love. This is Leo singles on this side. Big theme. And over here is Leo couples. Much simpler. Let's see, that's good to run the way it is. Just need an angel card. And that one's ready. Okay. So Leo singles, first thing they want to talk about here is breakup energy. It may not mean necessarily that you've been through a breakup recently, but it certainly could be. This is a break from something very, very fast. So this could, it's like that breakup energy, whether it is an actual breakup or not. It's that same fast, coming down. Something has just come down and crashed here in your love corner, which is, not just your love corner like the way that most people view it, but it's also your friends and family. This is just something that's just like crashed in your lap here all of a sudden, just be like, oh my goodness, didn't see that one coming at all. And this is just that sudden change. Usually it carries a little bit of a negative connotation with it, but this could also be a good thing. I don't want to rule it out because it's the Tower card. It's usually more negative, like I said, but it could also be good. So hopefully it's good, but at any rate, it's that fast boom energy. Holy cow, here we go. They want you to be courageous. Here in the angel card, they say courage, basically to stand up for yourself and your beliefs. That gives me the impression that you're either not or you're having a hard time doing that. Very important to be courageous these next 10 days. Over here we have the 4 of Wands. That's a ceremony, an event, or something worth celebrating, usually like a concert or a wedding, family gathering, stuff like that comes up there. It's coming in clean, so that checks in okay. You can go ahead and move forward with that one. I have no worries about it. They're just bringing it up, I guess, to validate something for somebody out there, or quite a few of you. Over here we have the High Priestess card, so just know that there are things that you don't know right now. That's basically what they're saying. Information is being withheld. You don't have the whole picture right now. You're not working with the complete puzzle. You're working with pieces of it. So don't worry about it because, you're not going to be able to fix anything if you don't even know all the information. If it's like, how are you going to put together a puzzle if you don't have the cover to look at to see what it's supposed to look like when it's done? It's like you're just working with a few pieces. Like, it could get done, but it's so much harder. And they don't want you to worry about it either. With the Courage card coming in, they kind of just want you to be a little bold right now, a little daring, and go forward knowing that it's okay that you don't know everything right now these next 10 days. Moving in over here to Leo couples. Leo couples, we have really the need to nurture the work corner here. That's coming up quite a bit. So this could be either one in the household, or even close friends and family can eke into there. Usually it's not. Usually we're talking about you or the person here that you're in a relationship with, but somebody is neglecting work. They really want to bring that up. You need to pay more attention to work and nurture work. They're saying that there's a lot of options here. Stop hanging on to the beaten up one, or the one that maybe is just more comfortable to you, but not the best option here. So there's either different work options or different ways that you guys can take this relationship. Different paths, basically. It's the card of paths. So it's not even directly like one certain thing. It could just be a different direction that you guys can just switch from. You could be going down a path this way and, all of a sudden you switch jobs, you make twice the amount of money or something like that. Now you're going down a completely different path instead of just, doing what you're comfortable with and that you've been doing forever, might not be the way to go. They're saying that a lot of options exist here. So they don't want you to tunnel vision this thing. So it's an interesting message for my Leo couples. It's not, I'm trying to give you these definitions in a way that can make sense to everybody because it's a general reading, but this is one of those ones that's just really tough to. This is very specific. So I hope that I've done enough here to give you kind of the idea of the context of where they're trying to go with this so that it makes sense to you. Very difficult, I feel like, on that one. Next up is Gemini. Gemini singles right here. And Gemini couples. Okay, this one needs a discard. That's going to be uprighted. Everything else is ready to go. Okay, Gemini singles, first thing they want to talk about here is the King of Pentacles. This usually indicates money. I have the energy of money, not a person. It could certainly be a person, but in the form of a general reading, I give them the option to tell me if it's a person directly, and they did not do that. So I'm thinking that there's money going on here, or it's a chance to make big money. Very interesting message coming up on the single side for Geminis. Maybe you should be just more worried about money right now than your love corner for some reason. Maybe it's just, strike while the iron's hot. It's hot right now. Make that money while you can, or something like that. Over here we have the Sun card. So this is the best card in the deck. The only problem is it's coming in blocked. It's coming in inverted, so it's not coming in clean. So something has to happen first, or there's something in the way of this coming in clean, and it's maybe even your decision making or the process by which you're going about your love corner. Perhaps you're worrying too much about it. And you just need to settle down a little bit here. They're telling me that you've done a really good job of taking authority over this. This is the Emperor card. This is the God card in Tarot, the supreme authority. And you have the green light to be the boss here. They're saying a lot of you Geminis already have done that. So I'm not worried about it, but at the same time, they want you to keep being the boss. Keep deciding these things for yourself. And, don't be afraid to decide finances these next 10 days instead of your love corner. Maybe just not the right time to worry about it. As we move into Gemini couples, first thing they want to talk about is an action going on through the air. This is more making up your mind and taking action up here, not actually in the real world so much, but taking mental action, deciding. Really important. Some of you are looking back here. I don't know if it's looking back to the past or if it's just looking to where you've just been recently. It feels much stronger that way. They're looking at kind of like the path that you've just laid, the things that are going on right now or that have just passed super recently, and making up your mind about things. There is a level here of theft, loss, or deceit that comes up. This could even be in your own mind. I have double swords here. Swords is the mental suit in tarot, so this is a very cerebral set of cards. If you feel in your mind that somebody's either cheated on you or done you wrong or deceived you, something like that, and you've already kind of made up your mind up here about it, it's really hard to correct that within yourself, even if you're wrong. So just keep that in mind as you're making this decision and you're making up your mind about stuff. Just make sure that you've been thorough. You've gone through everything so that this, whatever this theft, loss, or deceit is, and it's going to be different for everybody, but this exists around you these next 10 days. So just be wary about it. Good time also to lock up your car, your house. Don't leave possessions laying around. Also be careful about not being forgetful, because if you lose something, it's just like somebody stole it, because the end result is you don't have it. So that's what we have there, Gemini couples, trying to avoid all that stuff. That's what, when any kind of, this is not being negative. This is trying to get you to avoid the negative. So very important when that comes up. Next up is Sagittarius. Sagittarius singles right here. Simple. And Sagittarius couples. Sagittarius singles, they want to talk about hanging on to something for too long. You really got to let this go. For some of you, this could be a person. This could be an idea, a mindset, just the way that you're handling dating or your love corner in general. This is just the Hoarder card in Tarot. It's the Four of Pentacles, and it's really just time to purge it. It's time to let it go. You've been hanging on to this for way past the point of its prime, and it's time to move on from it really, really strongly that way. Now, probably person related for quite a bit of you, but this could also be, habits, things that you keep repeating cycles, and also baggage that's coming up too. The card right behind that is the Two of Swords. This is a very a choice between two different things or paths that is very kind of confusing to you. You're not seeing this very clearly, like whatsoever, of like what should you do here? Should you turn left or turn right? Should you go for this or should you not go for this? You're really kind of at this point where you just don't know. You're just not seeing it clearly. You're not feeling it. You know something's off, but you don't know what to do about it. And other people are in your ear about this too, is what they're telling me. And that even confuses you more, perhaps. That doesn't really help. So when this card comes up, it's usually spirit saying that things are going to be okay either way. This is not a decision they really want you to worry about right now. So that's what I'm going to stick with. And also going back to that hoarder card where something's got to go. Please, whatever that is, that's really what they want you to get out so you can thrive. Sagittarius couples. We're all blocked here. I need a discard. And they want it blocked. Okay. We start with a lot going on. Sagittarius couples are extremely loaded right now. Could be a double meaning of loaded on money too. A good money message coming in for couples, but loaded for sure with busyness, things going on, moving parts. We have getting really interested about something. I'm not sure what that is. It's going to be different for everybody, but a lot of you are moving out of this boredom phase or have found something new to get into. So maybe it's a hobby or something relative to that, or just something new that you enjoy spending your time doing. Next after that, we have a work correspondence that comes in your love corner. Very interesting. Later. So this is probably more toward Christmas or after. Some kind of work message that comes in that affects your household. Hopefully that's good. I feel like it is. I have the bankrupt card here inverted. So that means the opposite of bankrupt. It means big money, loaded, good money message there. So hopefully that's what that work correspondence means. That's going to be, that could potentially be a very big thing for the family. If you're waiting for work news here, as a Sagittarius couple, could be even your partner, because the energies merge between the two of you and they could be actually coming up here. So this might not even be about you directly, Sagittarius, but that's the vibe. It's actually really all good. It's just a lot going on at once. That's what we have there for Sagittarius. All right, next up we need to do a deck switch. Going to be moving to my geometric deck here. Ritual cuts. Cancer is next. I'm doing my ritual cut. Put it back together after you cut it in thirds, and it's ready to run. This one I don't have to do that with because it's already been done. Here we go. Cancer singles and Cancer couples. Cancer couples comes in completely blocked. Let's give them a discard, and they want it read that way on purpose. All right, we're going to start with Cancer singles. Cancer singles. Cancer singles are letting you know that there's really not a lot of options right now. It's really all about one option, one choice. There's really one clear path here for you. You're going to have to really kind of think of the context of what they're trying to tell you here to make sense of this. Hopefully it does, because they're not trying to confuse you, but they're saying that perhaps you feel like there's a lot of different ways you could take this. They're saying actually that's not the case. Really, there's one path here. So I don't know if it's one person or one choice, or, should I do this? And the answer would be, it's the one choice, So that's really what's coming up first. Right behind that is the star card. So this is very fated. This is more about fate than free will. This is something that you have coming to you, something that you have momentum, that has momentum already. So it's not, I don't feel like it's meeting anybody new. This is already there. Right behind that, I have the Empress card. So that's the card of the divine feminine, fertility, birth. Keep that in mind if that's something that you're trying to do or trying to avoid. It's a very fertile time when the Empress card comes up here in your love corner, for sure. Also, the need to continue to do softer energy things like the feminine stuff. So, softer activities are just anything that's not rugged. It's just like yoga is a perfect example of divine feminine energy. Doing art or painting, also very, very feminine activity. So that's what comes up there for for my Cancer singles. As we move on to Cancer couples, reading my block side lets me know that you guys are completely just there's just so much going on here. It's just all over the place, and to the point where they can't get a good read on it. I'm going to do my best to do what I can here, but they're coming in that this should be a really great energy here for Cancer couples, but it's being blocked, it's being impeded, or it's not here yet. Maybe it's going to get better a little bit later. Something like that comes in because it's the second best card in the deck. Problem is it's blocked. It's being impeded, like I said. Behind that we have the Magician card, so they're letting me know that something's just not right here. Something is not right. And it could be what's impeding this Ten of Cups to being turned around, because the Magician card inverted to me means broken. So something is a little broken right now. And that's a hard one for me because I feel like nothing's ever completely broken, but it certainly may feel that way here to you. Something here in your love corner, and it may not even be your relationship. This could be something with a friend, something with a family member. They all come up in your love corner. The very last card here I have is the Prince of Cups. They didn't let me know if this is a person. It certainly could be a young male they're talking about here, or it could be the energy of the Prince of Cups, or in this case, in other decks, it's the Knight. But this is the Prince in this deck. Prince of Cups inverted. So this is an inaction in your love corner. So if there's anything that you've been thinking about doing, major decision, they're saying no, not the time to do it. Not that the answer is no, like. With the decision, it's not like it's a yes or no and they're saying no. They're saying this is just not the time to make that decision. This is not the time to do that. They want you to actually do nothing right now about whatever's going on, whatever you feel is broken or needs fixing or needs attention or energy. They don't want you to do anything about it right now. These 10 days are not for that. They want you to work on getting this turned around. It could be even knowledge that you don't know yet, things coming in that you aren't aware of right now. But right now, we got to stick with that message about, inaction in your love corner. Very important. Next, we move into Pisces. Pisces is next. Here we go, Pisces singles and Pisces couples. This I need to discard on. They want it read the way it is. That's what we'll do. Pisces singles, first thing I want to talk about is really good time for new business. Interesting to come up in a love reading. This could also be decorating the home. I've seen it come in as that before too. It's just basically, when we're doing a love reading and they're talking about work here, the distinction I make right away is that love is not a priority right now. Or if it is for you, maybe it shouldn't be, at least during these 10 days. This is a short reading. This is a small window we're looking at. But right now, they want you to take attention or take account of what's going on here with this work, this brand new work possibility here. It's either project or a new launch, a new business, enterprise, something that you're learning or studying, any of that kind of stuff right now. They want you to avoid this energy here of abandonment or bankruptcy. So it's almost like whatever it is, you don't put your money into it right now, but at the same time, it exists in potential. So I think you need to start working on this, or you need to develop this idea or something like that. It's just not the time to pour money into it. Really not the time to pour money into anything. But this card can also mean the need for warmth, to be welcomed in the group. Right now, you may feel a little abandoned or isolated, or like, oh, geez, am I going to be single forever? No, but this is just perhaps not the time to worry about it. Don't focus on it right now. This is the timing is just not now, these 10 days. Very important, because that lets you know that you don't need to worry about it right now. You don't need to sweat it. So when your expectations are like zero, you're not going to get disappointed because you already kind of are there. It's just it's just not the time. And when it is, it'll get better. It's just kind of how it's going. Pisces couples, they show, like I said, they wanted to read this blocked. A lot of you are getting over something really painful here. It's the first thing that comes up in the Three of Swords inverted. It's a heartbreak card, but this is the minor version of heartbreak, so it's not hugely like a huge deal, but you're still getting over something that caused you pain in a large sense. Or it could be also carryover from past months or even the year, they're telling me. But here they're saying that a lot of you are doing things with other people, that's a very good outlet here. We have the Hermit card inverted. So this is not the time to be alone. This is inverted Hermit. So this is like time to be communal with other people. Don't get on an island all by yourself. You know, even same thing for the relationship people here. We are reading for couples. You know, don't barricade and barrage and like bury yourself in the relationship. You know, you got to go out and, you know, see your friends too and talk to your friends and have a social life. You know, just because I'm talking about not being alone and you're like, oh, well, I'm not alone, I have my partner. Well, if it's just you guys all the time, that's not it either. You know, you gotta diversify your social habits here. The very last thing they show me is the Prince of Pentacles, another deck. This is the Knight. This is an action here going on in the real world, something actually physical. This could be a purchase. It could be looking for a home or looking to do something new with your health as a couple or something like that, but it's something to the touch new. So this is not an idea, this is not an emotion or anything like that, but it's taking action here. So if there's anything in your love corner that you've been thinking about taking action towards, I would say go for it these next 10 days. Definitely a good window to do such things. There we go. Last up is Virgo. Virgo is my last sign. And here we go with Virgo singles. Okay, and Virgo couples. Virgo singles. Wow, what a good set. What a good set. You know, I don't say that too much, but it takes a lot to wow me. This one has wowed me. We start with overflowing well, good new love with the Ace of Cups. Good way to start. Love overflowing. The opportunities for love potential here for Virgo singles these next 10 days are huge, huge. Don't miss it. Don't blow it. Don't miss this opportunity. It's really good. Doesn't mean that you're going to find your person like right now, but let's say you haven't even started trying. It would be a really good time to start. I mean, you got to start somewhere here, right? So we have the Ace of Cups. It's a really strong time. The Hierophant card right behind that shows taking care of your people, but also in this deck, it's really about you're seeing things clearly, you're doing things the right way. You have to do things the right way for you. So even if this is small steps, maybe you're not ready to go all in on it. Start small. That's okay. You can absolutely do that. I would hate for you guys to miss this wonderful opportunity. The last thing we have here is the Seven of Wands inverted. That's a defensive card. Usually inverted, it's an offensive card. So they're saying go after it. If this is right for you, going back to the Hierophant card, if this is right for you, go after it or do what is right for you. Go after that, whatever that is. So, like I said, very, very good, strong message for Virgo singles. Wrapping up with Virgo couples, we start with good credit. This is a good return on investment, usually energetic in a love reading. So this is putting money into people or things that are going to pay you back, that are going to get a good return on investment for. So a very good time to open that up with family, friends, your loved ones, your lover, all that stuff. Good, very good omen to start. We actually have double pentacles here, which pentacles are usually money. They're talking about money quite a bit here in the Virgo couple side here in the love reading. Very interesting. They don't want you to get sloppy with it though. Just because it's a good credit and good return thing, they don't want you to go overboard with this. They want you to be a little bit Virgo. Be a little analytical with it. Make strong, logical decisions. That's what us Virgos do. That's what we're so good at. They really want you to not get sloppy here. And that could be very holiday related, but at the same time, there's probably a lot of Virgo couples here that are perhaps need that message. They were going to go and buy something that they don't necessarily need right now. And maybe the timing, maybe the timing is just not right now. So that's going to wrap us up there for Virgo couples. Very good on both sides there. So that's all the 6 signs for this video. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe. I do these the 7th, the 17th, and the 27th of every single month, and I'll see you guys soon.